8 crazy inventions that never made it. This?
Many inventions change the face of our world, shaping our practices, customs, and the way we live. But what about those genius gadgets that never became mainstream? We want to take a look at some crazy devices that never made it. Let's shake some dust.
Fucking idiots, should have just used TikTok for marketing.
Progress,
Literally nothing can fail then.
To prevent this, several pedestrian safety scoops were designed during the 1920s, often attached to the radiator or the bumpers of the vehicle. When the scoop or the net touched an obstacle, it would automatically drop to the ground and push it away.
It can be fitted to bumpers or take the place of them, and it folds neatly away when it isn't eating pedestrians. A flick of a lever, and the scoop has another mouthful. When the scoop is open, a jaywalker simply can't get run over.
What a great idea!
Baby follows ball out of window, and mother just looks on.
Believe it or not, this article was distributed among the members of the Chelsea Baby Club in London in
This one's pretty
1937
good.
as a solution for families without a garden. Patented in 1922 as a healthy antidote to growing children in crowded cities.
Well, I just
it could
open the
also
window.
double up
Just
as a
like
bed,
open the blinds.
incorporating
They could
removable
look.
curtains. You might be surprised, but this invention never quite took off, thanks
I
to
can't
those
imagine
very
why.
grounded mothers.
From now on, it's high society and life in a penthouse for her.
That sounds like a
In
great
the early
idea.
1930s, when fascist Italy was suffering from financial sanctions, the country's propaganda publicized its self-sufficiency using their own resources. An Italian chemist, Antonio Ferretti, developed a successful method to make regenerated protein fibers. Lanital was a fabric made from casein, a major component in the making of cheese, for instance. Casein was processed with formaldehyde and metal salts, and then pressed through spinnerets to form long silk-like fibers.
Sounds good to me.
Very much like milk. So in future you'll be able to choose between drinking a glass of milk and wearing one.
I don't know why that didn't work.
During World War I, horses were
But the horses looked pretty fucking cool for a day or
Now,
two.
ladies, but these girls are trying to get their fat down, to put it plainly, and this is how they do it in the States.
For some reason, this one doesn't sound so outdated, does it? That's right. Fitness vibrating belts stayed around till the mid-1970s.
These were pretty
providing
popular,
no
actually.
scientifically proven weight loss to the millions who used it. The principle is quite a logical one. Instead of exercising the muscle yourself, you let the belt vibrate and exercise it for you. Perhaps that's why it's commonly known as the lazy option of fitness. However, several studies show that body vibration does not reduce weight or any type of body fat, unless one
This
is
would do
using
really
additional
well
calories.
today. Like if you wanted
So
to
the
make a
miracle of
scam,
lose
this
it
would
by
be a really
shaking
good
it
one, I
vanished,
think.
as well as the presence of these belts around gyms. In the early 30s, there was a boom in the exploration of wireless radios. Long before the transistor offered such an option, this radio hat was seen in the streets of Paris in 1931. Following today's notion of don't use it, wear it, applied to
Oh, is it still
technology,
being
this
manufactured?
radio
Nice.
hat offered the groundbreaking possibility of carrying music with you when Walkmans were not even a dream.
For the benefit of motorists who haven't got a garage at home, we pay a visit to the home in Hampstead of Colonel Westland Wright for a really original and down-to-earth idea for housing a car. A garage in the front garden that disappears when it's not wanted.
Those lucky enough to have space in front of their house had to choose between having a garden or a garage. But not with these inventions. During the 50s, several solutions tried to break the frustration of having to choose between the two, from foldable instant garages to sophisticated platforms that could hide underground.
That looks pretty cool, if you
Fortunately,
ask me.
nowadays, only Batman and 007 can enjoy the privilege of a hidden garage. The things we do to keep young. The relationship between science and beauty treatments has always been a strange one. Since Marie and Pierre Curie discovered radium in 1898, it started being used for medical and commercial applications. The radioactive mask is a good example of why application should never run faster than research. Thankfully, nowadays, beauty treatments look more and more at science to check and control the purity of natural products, rather than to create...
Are they just
cost-damaging,
mummifying this
scary
person?
gizmos.
But it's a delicate treatment that calls for very exact timing. She mustn't be overcooked.
And these were just a few inventions that never made it to our days. Bold, ingenious, ridiculous, you name it. But remember, most useful devices were initially taken for a loony idea.
Thanks to Prime Interweb. Those are some pretty cool inventions that I actually have never seen before. And I used to have like a really big fascination with shitty products. So I'd seen a lot of them. I hadn't seen any of those except the vibrating belt, which is a popular one. Teacher loses his calm when teen disrespects a colleague. That's this show.
They might be struggling academically, but the behavior in their single-sex class has been exemplary.
Blazers off, please.
With lessons over for the day, the boys and girls now have their first joint activity, a rehearsal for their end-of-term performance of Gilbert and Sullivan's opera, The Mikado.
Classic.
Face this way.
So, will the distraction of the opposite sex affect their behavior?
Would you stop talking, please?
Hey, I'm trying to have fun. This play is doomed for failure. It sounds like shit. Sounds awful.
Then, carrying on.
What we've got with the boys, them thinking it's just a great big joke. I will not have you ruining this.
Hey, shut up, idiot.
But the back row.
Hey, this teacher sucks, am I right?
Activity and children prep. The constant giggling, the interrupting.
Well, the play sucks. Choose a better play.
He's as tall as me.
Well, you were the one.
No,
who
no,
had...
miss.
How dare you speak to me like that? Turn around.
Okay.
And see you mucking around, then I will be furious.
Oh, and what are you gonna do about it, huh? Break a tea glass or something, nerd?
Because it will kill
Teacher
me.
sucks.
Good. Which of you said that? Which of you said good?
It's the boy that was selected as a principal part.
At the moment, Mr. Stanley, I am this close to saying, why should we use our free time to give you something enjoyable?
This isn't enjoyable. This play sucks. Choose a better
It's
play.
the final straw for Miss Gibson. Mr. Stanley is
Do
left
2019 Guy the
Get that
musical.
smirk off your face, Peters, because you're the top person on my list. Stand up straight.
That's not a list you want to be
Sit
on.
down.
He'll make a Reddit
Sit
thread.
down there. You two. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here now. Come here now. Get there. Keep running round this tree.
Whatever, Professor Snape.
Go, go, go! We are trying to teach you the music for Gilbert and Sullivan's Mikado.
No one wants to
And
hear
all
that.
you can do, Peters, running round a tree.
True. We did prank him.
Stand up.
And Razak is cleaning my copper and my silver.
I don't know if this is satire. I have no idea. What an intense outro. What the fuck is this? 30 seconds to Mars here? I already know Travis the Chimp. That's a really sad story all around, to be honest. There's nothing enjoyable there, it's just really sad. Travis the Chimp is the story about the lady who had a pet chimp who was a movie star. It was a trained chimp, she was the handler. And then one day her friend came over and touched his favorite toy. And Travis thought that she was stealing his toy. So Travis went berserk and started ripping her limbs off and started eating her face off. And then the cops had to come and execute him.
Down for 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 231 Rock Crimin Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
But there's a phone call that the lady made to the police, and she was panicking like Travis is going nuts. Travis, we need help. Travis is killing her because she was watching Travis mutilate the lady, her friend. And then eventually the cops show up. She's already, I believe the chimp even ripped the door off of the car too. It was horrible. It was horrible all around, honestly. I just felt bad for everyone there. And it's really sad because Travis did all of it because he really liked the stuffed animal. It was really fucking upsetting. Kowloon Walled City? What's that? Entrusep. Thanks to Tier 1 Eggy. IRL Ghost in a Shell. This does look a lot like Ghost in a Shell right now. So does this place not exist anymore? No, it doesn't. Hey, that's good news all around then. Looks like a shitty place to live. Obviously. They completely destroyed it. Self-taught dentist sounds pretty reliable. The most dangerous football league.
Forget Brazil, Barcelona, or Manchester. This is Indonesian football.
Indonesia is like insane. The fans here are one of the craziest in the world.
For millions, football here is a reason to live.
It's more than life.
And
Why?
far too often, a reason to kill.
Oh.
It's one of the world's most deadly leagues to be a fan. Since 19...
I can't imagine being this into something, especially something you have no part in.
Soccer-related violence. In this Muslim nation, it's not alcohol, but iced tea fueling the fervour of fan mania.
Thanks to reset Liverpool and Flash Jordan.
Of a football league running amok.
Yeah, more people die at football games than any other sport. Soccer games than any other sport. I remember a while ago, this is old, there was a goalkeeper who missed an easy save, which cost his team the game, and he was executed. They found him dead in a dumpster outside the stadium. And football fans kill each other all the time over the sport. It's crazy.
Gue minta lu harus kuat fisik dan mental lu gitu.
They look like a militia, loyal to their commander. But these are just football fans.
Oh, these are fans. I thought these were players.
These drills are about getting their team to win.
Oh my god, there's actual fan coaching? What the fuck? You have to go to school to be a certified fan? They even have divisions?
Nggak ada mantan atau eksporter. Sporter udah selama-lamanya gitu.
What the fuck?
Every club
What?
has dozens of commanders like Irlan. Rivalries between fans can be fierce and violent.
Sebenarnya sih kita awalnya ketika berdiri.
So it's like gangs then.
Nggak ada musuh gitu ya.
So they have actual gang wars over being a fan of football.
Mania makin besar, makin banyak, ya biasa lah pasti ada orang yang nggak suka gitu kan ya.
Jackmania's arch
I just can't imagine this.
From the neighbouring, the players are regularly transported to games in armoured personnel carriers.
Oh my god, that's fucking cool.
To many outsiders, Indonesian fan mania is stranger than fiction. Andy Bakhtiar Yusuf is one of Indonesia's biggest filmmakers.
I thought he was going to say biggest fans.
Proud Jakartan,
I transform it into my film.
Bisa menikmati kan hanya
his first movie, The Jack, featured a baby-faced but clearly militant Irlan.
Wait, so he was even the leader back then?
Shakespeare highlighted the sometimes violent Jakarta-Bandung rivalry.
But aren't they supporters of the same
I
team?
shoot Romeo and Juliet. It's basically Romeo and Juliet, but then the Jakarta's boy and the Bandung's girl. And then Bandung people said, you can't screen your film here.
No, there's two different teams?
By Jakartans.
Okay,
The
okay.
producer said, why don't you go to Bandung and ask them politely to watch the film so we can release it there.
That makes a little... I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense to be this into sports like this that you'll kill over it, but at least it makes more sense than being fans of the same fucking team fighting each other.
In Indonesia, everyone wants to watch the game, but then you see the enemy and then you fight.
Their son Haringa, or Ari, was a Jackmania diehard.
Jawa Tengah ke Surabaya.
It's like some Tokyo Revenger shit.
Selalu nonton, tapi dia minta izin.
Memang itu sakit, benar-benar sakit, benar-benar tersiksa lah terus terang. Karena terus terang.
You guys killed someone.
Ini Persib ini ibarat istri kedua gitu kan.
I just can't imagine this. I really can't.
Adriano is the vice president of this.
Like, I understand liking a team and like supporting something, but to get so into something you have absolutely no effect on, something that will never, ever, ever even acknowledge your existence, I don't get it. Why commit yourself to something like that? Fucking shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking. The fanaticism. Wild.
League under siege.
How did you feel when you watched the video of Ari's death for the first time?
Yeah, that's so sad that we feel very sorry on that everybody.
I mean, it's no different than other things. I'm not just putting it to sports. K-pop stans, Twitch streamer, obsessed people, all of it. I just can't get into that mentality of being so into something that you have absolutely
Dozens of deaths
no
in recent decades. How can you say
contribution to?
no one expected
Like, you don't play for the team.
death
You're not the Twitch streamer's father or their friend. You don't know the K-pop band. I don't know why people would base their whole life around it and fucking kill for their favorite team.
No one
It's crazy.
that,
Yeah, but it's not lonely people. It's not. Sure, some of them are, but it's not all of them. Like, some of the people we've already met here have full lives, wives, kids, a life, everything. But they'll still kill for their favorite
He would
team.
rather see the game shut down than another life lost.
Kuburan bukan hiburan di Indonesia. 74 supporter sudah meninggal di sepak bola Indonesia.
74?
Itu bukan sebuah prestasi, tapi itu sebuah duka mendalam.
Holy shit. I mean, it's not super different. Like, look at England versus whoever the fuck they played, and they were just beating the shit out of people in the stadium. And pushing people around. It's coming home, all that. I don't remember who they played.
It's been 2 months since Ari's death, and while the league has recommenced, its very survival
Italy, yeah,
remains
whatever.
on tenterhooks.
About the football game and nothing else, and I like that a lot.
What a sad story. This is fucking shocking and depressing. Imagine dying for your favorite sports team only for them to never know your name or care that you sacrificed yourself just to keep supporting them. Crazy. I think that's enough of that. That's just really fucking sad. The journey for the rarest item in Demon Souls. Oh, was this looking for... I've actually been meaning to watch this. This was looking for the hidden door, right? And what was on the other side?
There is an item. On a body, on a bench, on a balcony, behind a locked door, behind an illusion.
Yeah, this one's
behind
cool.
some
I haven't
boxes
seen
in
this,
an alleyway
like,
in the third
all-encompassing
level of
summary.
Boletaria Castle. And none of this was in the original game. And after a solid week of theorizing, testing, and
Makes you
searching,
so cold.
we finally found the key to the door. If it wasn't for this online culture that games have now, I don't think this would have ever been put in the game. And, you know, if it wasn't for the cult following this game has, I don't think anyone would have ever found it. I'll reveal what's behind the door towards the end of this video. It's fitting to delay your gratification a little bit for the sake of this story. On the 14th of November, just a few days after the release of Demon Souls, a user posted a video to Reddit. Does anyone know how to open this door in 1-3? It's new. People went wild. What if this door leads us to the 6th Archstone DLC? Wait, maybe it connects to the closed door in Bloodborne? No.
Maybe it goes directly to the developer's
It's clearly
headquarters.
hiding Elden Ring's gameplay trailer. At this stage, there were just infinite possibilities, until it was discovered that you could use photo mode in an adjacent laneway to peek over the balcony, revealing an item. And luckily, one of the 5 people who owned a PlayStation 5 was Distortion 2,
Exit Prime,
one
sad
of my
boys.
favorite speedrunners, and a big fat cheater. There's a glitch that exists where you can walk up into walls as they load into the game, and he abused this to navigate a path towards the item, but Bluepoint were one step ahead. They had anticipated players glitching through the map to get there, and they placed this invisible box around the area as
That
this
I didn't
extra
know.
layer
That's
of
pretty fucking
protection
cool.
for something like this. Distortion, if you're listening,
brain.
you cheated not only the game, but yourself. with Bluepoint taunting us, the search continued. They'd put things like this in their remakes before. In Shadow of the Colossus, there was a secret door that required 79 coins to open, and something myself and many others came up with was to try and farm 79 gold coins from the fat officials to see if that did anything. Some poor soul on Reddit actually tried this, to no avail. And theories kept flying. What if it has something to do with the weird goat faces hidden in the credit screens? Actually, why is there a small chest here that's illuminated so curiously?
Was the goat
what if it
important?
has to do with all of those weird audio glitches that some players have reported? Do the items on the steps in front of the door matter? Are they a clue? Is that a face in the bag? Can the solution only be seen with a certain filter on? What about fraction mode? What about fraction mode? Finally, a player named Maledictus Nix, playing in fraction mode, which flips the game horizontally, in pure white world tendency, found a new item, in the same stage as the locked door. It was hidden up a ladder, in a featureless dead end, under a box. A ceramic coin.
That's big!
Clay.
The holy
Extremely
medallions.
Brittle and fragile, the glimmer has faded, much like its value.
Sleep well,
it's
demand.
also a consumable item that recovers a tiny amount of HP. So, coins were back on the menu, but don't consume them for the health bonus, for the love of God.
Yeah, I guess
Instead,
maybe chlamydia.
Find more coins. People quickly speculated that these would only be discoverable in fraction mode and in pure white tendencies, hidden within breakable rubble, and they were right. We had an actual goal now, and filled with new determination, players began discovering coins left and right. 4 more were found in pure white world tendency, in 1-3, in a featureless room off to the side of a courtyard, in 2-2, on an island
I bet
down the
Bluepoint
River,
imagined it'd take
3-1,
months
past the
to get
hidden ball
this.
in one of those small locked cells under a chair, in 4-1, within the grave robber's cell, and then 5 more in pure black world tendencies, so in 1-2, up the stairs before the Tower Knight, under a table, by the winch.
It only took a week.
In 2-1,
It took like 2
past
weeks.
the 3 dogs that are at the bottom of this ramp, tucked away in this dead-end
Once it was
lane
found, it only
within
took like
some
2
boxes.
weeks.
In 3-1, on the right, as you approach the
I remember
Fool's
when this
Idol,
was happening
back
live.
and before a fence. In 4-2, hidden within the pit that Patches kicks you down. And finally, in 5-2, before you fight the Dirty Colossus, up a ramp, in a room, in a box. How many more coins could there even be? Desperate now, some players tried duping the coins by
Oh,
trading them
cheaters.
to other players and then rolling back their
Pathetic.
saves so that they would still have their coins. But Bluepoint had thought of that too. When picked up by other players, they become broken coins. They are ceramic after all, and they're very fragile, so when you drop them, they break. It's such a good thing that Bluepoint put so much effort into making sure that players can't cheat. Back at it then. Scoured every inch of that goddamn swamp until...
That must have been so
finally,
fucking frustrating.
It was found by none other than Shrek himself. But it was a lie. Notorious Dark Souls deviant, Metal Fruit, had found a coin elsewhere and then dropped it and picked it up
Oh,
again
you son of
in
a
the middle of the
bitch.
swamp, just
Was
to
he
throw
arrested for
players
this?
off the scent. Many were not fooled by him and his accomplice, but for the truly desperate, precious time was wasted. Enthusiasm waning, the search continued, until hours later, the 11th coin was found. But it wasn't found in the swamp. No, instead it was found in the first level of Boletaria Castle, in that room from which 2 soldiers burst after you rescue Ostrava. This was the 3rd coin found in Boletaria.
I feel like you could have
so
found
it
this by
shifted
accident.
The theory that each world, then you farm
I
stones
actually
with
don't even
ephemeral
think
eyes,
it took a
you
full
die in
week
human form in each
once
world
they
until
found
you
the
get them
door.
to black world tendency, you get all the black tendency coins,
If
and
I
you go
remember
into New Game
correctly.
Plus, and you do it again. You kill all the bosses, you kill yourself in the Nexus each time, you get permanently stuck in a wall on the way to Old Monk, you go to... Wait, what? I can't warp out of here. I can use items, but I can't use the warp item. And, yep,
This
I'm
is
being
part of the
invaded
puzzle.
by players who are becoming the Old Monk, so I can't even get someone to kill me here. And the cutscene is unskippable too. Oh, I started to take some photos of my character looting the item. You know, I wanted to make sure I could get a good thumbnail for this video. Looks good, right? That's a great shot.
It does look pretty fucking good.
Anyway, here I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna log out, and I want to keep the item there because I'm gonna come back later and take some more photos. You know, I'm not 100% convinced that I have a good thumbnail.
This is
for
a
it yet.
YouTuber right
So I log
here.
out, but I should probably check if it's still there. And it's gone. I'm probably the only fucking person who could come up with a reason to log out right in front of the item. But yeah, it's the rarest item in the game because the percentage of players who will actually go through the difficulty of 3 new game cycles just to get this thing is going to be very low. And what's unlikely is that the key would actually make it through to New Game Plus, because no other keys in Demon Souls actually act this way. And, you know, I would have to kill every boss again, so is it even worth it?
Well, yeah, but with the luck build, you can just speed run.
Oh my god, the key is still there. So I quickly go through the game to get to the door. I kill an archdemon, I fight my way to the Tower Knight Fog, I get to the door, I unlock it, I walk inside, and...
These are Prime AJ.
Penetrator's armor set.
Let's go!
For surpassing impossible odds. The intricate design of this helmet was uniquely crafted for the Penetrator, one of the Boletarian heroes. Excellent for fending against piercing attacks, which, man, that extra defense is so useful in New Game Plus 3, let me tell you. Jokes aside, this is a good reward. Penetrator has a very signature armor set, and to
I love
when
when games do shit like this, it's always so good.
It's meaningful, and I also just love that Bluepoint incentivized breaking the rubble in Souls games for once. As a Zelda fan, that's something I always thought these games could do more of. So, Bluepoint, well played. Umbasa. But
thanks, Bluepoint.
It's actually possible that we haven't found.
And fuck you, Sony. Make more PlayStation 5s.
People kind of stop searching. Listen, if you can find a PlayStation 5 in the real world, how hard could it be to find these last 2 coins, right? So if you have a PlayStation 5, get out there and try to claim one in your name.
This is also like
there might be more.
The only
but congratulations
main
to everyone with a PS5
system seller.
Hunt, and congratulations
to
those
PS5,
without
you should probably
it too,
get this.
honestly, because a lot of you guys contributed your theories and your ideas. I wanted to make this video to mark an interesting point in Souls history, and I wanted to help everyone who didn't know about this feel a little bit of what it was like at the time. So, thank you for watching. And thank you to Audible, honestly, who kept me sane
He's the
with
Prime
this sponsorship
Optox.
while I spent 12 hours hunting for coins.
Yeah, I remember when that was happening live. I was still playing the game. Thanks to the Prime Doggo. Demon Souls remake was super good. Is there speedruns for it now? Like, really good ones? Hey! Yeah, I remember the roots were still being experimented with back then and I never checked. Nah, it looks like it's just still about an hour.